Hi everyone. So this is my second Mind of Yash YouTube video, and ironically I hesitated to do this one because the topic that I actually wanted to speak about today is why we should put ourselves outside our comfort zone. So I made a little makeshift set here. Lighting's not that great. I'm still, you know, COVID eyebrows and everything, but here we go. I'm doing exactly what it is I'm going to talk to you guys about today. So, the reason that I wanted to do this in particular this week is because I did have yet another opportunity to put myself outside of my comfort zone. And the minute the question was asked, I panicked and I wanted to flee. But I told myself, especially during the pandemic and when we were quarantined, that when opportunities come, I would not shy away. I would actually try to grab them because they really, you don't know what an opportunity will lead you to, and you should really try to grab them when you can. So here I would like to share 5 things or 5 reasons why you should put yourself outside the comfort zone. And one is that they're really not as bad as you think. And trust me, the way my brain is wired, when I have to do something, I think of every single thing that could go wrong. Like, it's almost like crazy the kind of things I can come up with. You could ask my husband. He first hand gets every scenario, worst case scenario that I come up with. And it really never turns out as bad as I think. In fact, it usually turns out pretty well. And even if it doesn't, it always leaves me with a lesson. And I always forget that. Because you really want to do your best, and that's okay. But if you can't, or if something goes wrong, you can always do better the next time around. So it's never as bad as you think. And all the things that you think you did wrong, other people don't even realize it. They actually, they see the good in what you did, and you might see the mistakes, you might see the things that you should have said differently or done differently, but once you still have that impact, that's what's important. So the second thing is that you grow. And it sounds very cliche, and I try not to be very cliche, but you really do. This year I felt especially that I grew way more because I did things that I would usually run from. Whether it was Zumba, because I started teaching Zumba classes, but then the pandemic was declared and I had to learn how to do virtual Zumba, which was also pretty scary because you don't know what could go wrong technologically. But it worked out and I enjoy it and my students enjoy it. And they say that the more time you spend outside of your comfort zone is the more that your comfort zone will expand. And I really believe that. I really believe that the more you put yourself out there, the easier it is to put yourself out there in future, So the third reason why you should put yourself outside of your comfort zone is that it does make you get to that next milestone even easier. So there's a saying that I have on my vision board that says, if you can do a small thing well, you can do a big thing well. Okay, I think I didn't get that 100% right, but you get the idea. If you can do something well on a small scale, then what's stopping you from doing something well on a bigger scale? And when you achieve those milestones, like if there was one that you really, really were scared to do, and you really pushed yourself and you did it, then when the next thing comes along, you would be like, well, I did this one thing, what's stopping me from doing the next thing? It will still be scary, you will still have some anxiety, but you will be a little more confident in your abilities, and you will try to get that other milestone. And that's what is important. You should always be striving for your milestones and for your dreams. So number 4, you will not have a fear of failure. And that's a work in progress for me. a fear of failure is something that I've dealt with my entire life. But I'm learning to really just go with the flow. And you have to fail 1,000 times, but you will eventually get to the success. And each failure, you learn a little bit more, you grow a little bit more, and you will get your success once you persist. So it is helping me learn that I'm a human, I'm a work in progress. I'm not gonna get things perfectly as much as I wish I could, but you fail and you learn and you grow, and your fear of failure would just keep diminishing once you keep pushing forward with courage. And the final thing is that it can open doors for you. When you put yourself out there, then people can see you put yourself out there, and the opportunities will just come to you. It will just open so many doors for you. And I just hope that when we have those doors open, that we don't like get scared and close the door and lock it and padlock it. But we step through it and we really embrace those opportunities, because there's something inside of all of us that just wants to come out, and all you need is that courage and that opportunity. So when it comes along, don't be scared, just grasp it. Take a deep breath if you need to. Talk to yourself. It's really helpful to have things to say to yourself. That you're confident, you're a person of solution, that you can do this, you've done it before. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself, but just get yourself through that door. So those were my 5 reasons for why you should put yourself out of your comfort zone. I hope that in this year has been pretty hard on all of us, but I hope that it's shown us what we should appreciate in life, and it's shown us that we should continue for our dreams. It might be difficult right now, but you can do it. I'm trying to do it, and I'm amazed at how much I was still able to accomplish this year despite everything. So if I can do it, you can do it. It's gonna be uncomfortable, it's not gonna always work out great, but you will learn and you will grow. So that's just my words of advice for today, and I hope you guys are all doing well and keeping safe. Take care.